Welcome to A Time to Pause. I'm Sarah. I've been thinking a lot about the stories that we tell ourselves, and I do like to call them stories because that's what they are in a way. We're conditioned into thinking what we do think. There's reasons why we think what we think. However, they're not always true, the stories that we tell ourselves. We've got particular lenses that we see the world in, and they've developed from our early life experiences and other life experiences. And we have all of these psychological theories that explain why we look for the negatives instead of the positives, and why we like to be right, and so therefore discount any evidence that proves that we're wrong. So we've got all these psychological theories around it, and yet when we're in the moment, we're so wholeheartedly believing our stories. And so I like what we develop in meditation practice, and which is that ability to observe the stories without getting caught up in them, which gives me the capacity to recognize that they're just stories. And sometimes they're helpful and sometimes they're not helpful. And so it gives me some distance from them. And so I've got the psychological knowledge, but it's the meditation that gives me that experiential knowledge to observe my thoughts just coming and going. And boy, sometimes they're strange thoughts. And I have little control over the thoughts coming. They just come. Just like I have little control over my breath. It just comes. I can influence it, definitely. But ultimately, I have no control over it. So I like to think about the same thing with my thoughts, where they just come and they go. And it's my relationship with my thoughts that really is important. And I like to give myself that space to question my thinking. It's been a really powerful thing in my life, and I hope to share that with you. So today I'm going to focus the meditation on thoughts. So when you feel that you're in a comfortable position, feeling strong and stable, in a position that you can stay for 10 minutes, and yet relaxed and at ease. So bring that attitude of openness and curiosity. And when you feel comfortable, close your eyes. We'll start with a deep breath in and a breath out. And with each breath in, notice the strength and energy, and with each breath out, notice the release, the letting go. And when you feel that you've come into your body, into the posture, into this moment here and now, let go of the influence on the breath and allow the breath to just come and go in its natural state. Breathing in and breathing out. Know that you're breathing in and know that you're breathing out. We'll sweep the awareness through the body to get that stable foundation and to facilitate some concentration. So take the attention up to the head area, the scalp, the jaw bones, the neck. Notice what sensations are present here and now. And take the attention down into the shoulders, and into the arms. What sensations are there in the hands? So sensations you may not have been aware of. But as you put your attention, you become aware of tingling or tightness or coolness. Take your attention down into your chest area and the rising and falling of the chest, in the tummy area, and the awareness of the sit bones on the ground or the chair, the contact with the ground or earth beneath you. And sweep the attention through the legs, down into the feet. And take the attention as the body as a whole sitting here. And just notice a few breaths, breathing in and breathing out, with no control, just noticing. And if you can notice if there's any greater ease or stability in the mind from when you started. Whether there is or there isn't, that's not important, it's the noticing. And as we're sitting here noticing, awareness of the body, of the mind, of sensations. Notice if any thoughts come into our mind's view. And if they do, see if you can notice the thoughts as thoughts without getting caught up in them. And then with a kind of an ease, a laying back and noticing. See if those thoughts just pass, if we don't attach to them. Give yourself the space to be curious about your own mind and see if you can observe thoughts coming and thoughts going, irrelevant of their content. Thoughts coming in like a story bubble, and a bubble can keep on passing by. Sometimes we do immerse ourselves in that bubble and get in the middle of it. And if that happens, just notice it and notice the difference of being inside the story bubble and believing the story to being outside the story bubble and observing it. And if you feel any constriction or tightness and finding this confusing, just bring your attention back to something that you feel comfortable with. For instance, the breath or sensations in your body. And when you feel at ease again, just notice if you can allow that attention to just drift towards your thoughts. Thoughts coming in and thoughts going out. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts just happen. Here we're just observing what it's like to be inside the thoughts, caught up with the thoughts, or noticing that they come and that they go. Relinquishing control of your thoughts. And again, if you feel tightness and you're trying to notice your thoughts and getting overwhelmed, come back to something that gives you a sense of ease. Noticing the breath coming in and noticing the breath going out. Get everyone these last few moments to start to bring their attention back into their body. Take a few deep breaths. And remind yourself, if that practice wasn't easy for you, then it's okay. It's just a different way of viewing the world, a different way of viewing your thoughts. So when we try something new, it's always difficult. Start to move your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. And have a nice time. Have a nice day.